Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. Got a crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coins on my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Emptying on my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash raises ring. Ride the blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
I gotta get this money on. What up, everybody?
What up? We back.
We back. What's good? Well, I look blacked out over there on TikTok. Hold on. Can y'all see us? Y'all let us know if y'all could see us.
Sure. It may just be, I know it's a little bit behind. Yeah, we're good.
Let us know. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bet we over here. What's good, y'all? Y'all can see us? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. All right, bet. We in here, y'all. What's good? So, yeah, I got busy. I'm sorry, y'all. I got busy, but we saw the big announcement with Coinbase. We're gonna definitely talk about it.
Yeah. We wanted to make sure we was thorough with what they was talking about too. So
100%.
Because wasn't too many articles about it because it just happened. So we had to take notes.
For sure. So yeah, y'all. That's the biggest news for this evening. Was that Coinbase, Coinbase live stream where they announced some they had some big announcements. So yeah, Coinbase is officially adding stock trading to its platform. I'm not shocked because we literally just talked about Robinhood. Robinhood adding Robinhood adding the sports. That's sport, sports betting to their platform. So I'm not shocked at all that Coinbase adding stocks because they have to compete with Coinbase. I mean, with Robinhood. So I'm not shocked whatsoever, literally. So, make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all is coming in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel over here on YouTube if you haven't already. And on TikTok, make sure y'all double tap on that screen. Let's run them likes up. Give people a few minutes to get in here. Well, not a few minutes, but a few seconds to get in here. But yeah, let's run the likes up. We can go ahead and we're gonna get started in a moment. But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about Coinbase because Coinbase has added stock trading, prediction markets, and an everything app push. So if you've been sleeping on Base, you might want to get real familiar with Base. I wouldn't be shocked if they start marketing the hell out of Base because we all know BlackRock is behind Coinbase and BlackRock will not fail. They will not fail. So so yeah, we're gonna definitely get into it. Also, we got some other articles to go over as well. Just to top off the Coinbase news, we gotta talk about Visa. So Visa says $11 trillion in cash signals massive digital opportunity. So we're gonna talk about Visa. We're gonna talk about the crypto industry leaders discuss market structure bill with lawmakers. We got an article on that. And then the CFTC acting chair is joining MoonPay as the chief legal and administrative officer. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Mastercard and Intercheck's partner to grow account-to-account payments. So we have an article on that as well. And we're going to talk about how XLM is coming to the Flare network. XLM is coming to the Flare network. Yeah, pretty big, y'all. So yeah, we got a couple things to go over. Oh, my bad. I was reading the comments. But yeah, we got a couple things to go over. So yeah, y'all, let's run them likes up. So I'm gonna let TikTok get these likes to 10K for me so we can get started. So yeah, y'all tell TikTok to get these likes up. Let's get these likes to 10K. What we got going on over here on YouTube? It's 54 people in here. We need to have 54 likes, point blank, period. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you ain't hit the like button yet. Let me see what's going on over there. Let's hit that like button. Let's get on the algorithm. Y'all already know what time it is. Let me see. Refresh it real quick. 54 watching. How many likes is over here? What we got going on over here on YouTube? 31 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. If this is what we got to do before we get started, then this is what we're going to have to do. But everybody got to be hitting that like button. If y'all hit it as y'all come in, then the likes will already be there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Over here on YouTube, y'all just hit the like button as y'all come in. It'd be easier. So yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's run them likes up. I bet TikTok at 11K. But yeah, on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. I see it's only 35 likes over there, and it's 58 people. 58 people, only 35 likes. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. For sure.
Yeah,
All right.
people involved, fam. Everybody gotta get involved. All hands on deck. We giving y'all the game, fam, on a platter.
Yeah. And y'all catching us. Y'all catching us before the run. Y'all catching us before this big bull run, this big super cycle. In the words of CZ, that's not my opinion. That's what CZ said. Y'all catching us before the super cycle. So yeah, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Because when that super cycle occur, man, it's up from there. It's up from there.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all repost the live over there on TikTok. Make sure y'all hit that repost button. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull up the article you sent over there. Let me actually pull that one up.
Okay.
Talk about Coinbase real quick. Man, Coinbase. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought they was just gonna talk about a couple products, but I wasn't thinking that they was gonna, launch a stock. Oh, I don't got the Fortune. I'm not part of their little email thing.
Oh. It's all good.
All right, so I'll just pull up mine. It's all good.
Yeah.
Because we can't really see the article on Fortune. Okay, cool. So we'll just pull up the one over here on CoinDesk.
They only give you but so many looks.
You know what I'm saying? They be tripping. All right. Here we go. All right, y'all. So yeah, Coinbase. Here we go. Coinbase adds stock trading prediction markets and everything app push. So Coinbase is now officially pushing for that everything app. Let me put this on the screen right here. There we go. So yeah, Coinbase is officially adding stock trading to its platform. So the company announced that U.S. users can now trade traditional equities alongside crypto, moving beyond digital assets alone. So yes, Coinbase is launching prediction markets in a partnership with Kalshi. So that's another thing that they're doing. So what was I know you took notes on what they talked about. So I know it was like four major things that they talked about. Did you want to go over those?
Yep. So basically, your homeboy Brian Armstrong, and his peoples, they came out. So Coinbase doesn't want just a crypto app anymore. They want to be a one-stop shop, right? Where you could do most money stuff. So that means crypto, that means stocks, that means event bets, etc. Right? That's why they've been using the phrase everything exchange. So they're talking about the everything exchange, just like how Elon was talking about how he wanted X to become the everything app. It seems like Coinbase beat him to the punch. So what's the everything exchange, right? The plan is to make Coinbase a one-stop shop for lots of different financial things, not only Bitcoin and other crypto, right? What they mentioned included crypto trading, stocks and ETFs, and prediction markets. Other money tools Coinbase already has, like payments and stable coins and card features. This is part of the everything in one app idea as well. So Coinbase Tokenize. So they introduced Coinbase Tokenize, which is tokenized assets, tokenized stocks, right? So basically turning real world assets into a digital token that can move around the blockchain, right? So it's like taking a paper stock certificate and turning it into a digital game item that you could trade instantly online, except it represents something real like a stock, right? So why Coinbase cares is because this means faster buying and selling and faster settlement, right? So who owns the updates quicker, right? And then potentially trading in flexible ways, 24/7, fam, 24/7. So imagine just waking up at 2 a.m. being like, all right, I'm gonna place this bet right now, right? And you don't gotta wait for no market to open. Like you just do it right then and there, right? This was directly connected to the idea that Coinbase will offer stock trading, and the tokenization is a bigger trend of finance. So that's another thing that they mentioned. Another thing they mentioned was Coinbase Business. So if you're a business owner and you want to transfer to this new era with your business, right? They got a set of tools on Coinbase, which is going to help startups and small businesses, not just individual users. So what it's going to be doing is helping businesses use crypto and stable coins for money movement. And then businesses like paying people and handling payments and stuff like that, especially cross-border. Coinbase has talked about this as its big direction, because business to business, we already know a lot of money is moving through all these businesses globally, right? So if Coinbase is a bank app for people, Coinbase Business is like the business bank app version of it. So that's another thing that they touched on. Another thing they touched on was Coinbase Advisor. So what Coinbase Advisor is, it's an AI-powered wealth management investing help tool that Coinbase had announced. What it's going to do is help you make sense of your portfolio, right? And then give you suggestions or explanations on why did that change, or why did this change, or what are my risks. So it's basically an AI assistant that's going to help you with your portfolio, instead of just talking to yourself or talking to, whoever you got somebody there, like a AI assistant there to help you navigate your portfolio, right? And so it's like a smart tutor for your money, basically. So that's another thing. And I think you could sign up for that. It's a waiting list for the Coinbase Advisor, but you could sign up for that right now. And then you got the Base app, right? The Base app, which we've talked about before, shout out to Coop, shout out to Sid, is a consumer app tied to Base, right? They said it's available in 140 countries. It's available to everybody now. And it's meant to help people create and launch on-chain projects and earn from them directly within the app, fam. So if Base is the app store, right, platform, the Base app is going to be an app that lets you use the platform, build simple stuff, and potentially earn from what you create. So just a summary of everything that I went over. You got the Everything Exchange, where the goal is for everything, all the money to be in one place. You got the stock trading and tokenization. You got the prediction markets, because they partner with Kalshi. You got the Coinbase Business, which is going to be an incredible tool for companies and small businesses alike. And then you got the Coinbase Advisor, which is an AI assistant for investing. And then you got the Base app, which is their on-chain app, for building and creating using Base globally.
So basically, Coinbase is pivoting toward a full financial services suite. They might just be a full financial services app.
Brian said he was like, our goal is to be a one-stop shop and be the ultimate stop, one-stop shop for everything. They want to be the Walmart, Target of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to be.
So it's about to be Brian Armstrong against Elon Musk, because essentially that's what Elon trying to do on X. So Elon is behind.
Yep, he sure is.
Elon is very at this point in time. Elon is very, very behind. It's not looking good for them people, because they got money over there at Coinbase. So if Coinbase is smart, all they got to do with that Base app, I don't know at what point they want to do this. All they got to do is bring Aiden Ross, bring Drewski, Casanat, and a bunch of streamers over there, and have them go ahead and promote that app, and that app will blow up in a matter of weeks.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So, and they could beat them real quick. Now, however, I did hear AMP sign some type of deal with Elon Musk. I don't know when Elon plans to, because I think he wanted streamers to start streaming over there. Now, I don't know what the plan is here, but X is looking real behind. Looking real behind. Yeah. So when is all of this stuff launched on Coinbase? Did he say
it's already launched? It's already launched.
So the Base app. So yeah, the Base app is already there.
It's available. The Base app is there. The only thing that they said isn't launched yet is the AI Advisor, the Coinbase Advisor shit. But everything else, they said it should be working. And they're gonna keep adding on to it in the coming months. They said, Q1 it should be fully, a thing. But
okay. So and another thing that you said that they were talking about a whole lot, because I missed it, y'all. I was busy. So you said they talked about Solana a lot. So can we go ahead and just say I told y'all?
Yes, they was talking about Solana a whole lot. They was like Solana this, Solana that. Bad boy this, bad boy that.
Y'all. I freaking told y'all. Hey, put a fire in the chat if y'all know I told y'all. This is just the beginning. If y'all know I told y'all that they was gonna start marketing the hell out of Solana, please drop a fire in the chat.
Yeah.
Base don't have a token yet. They haven't dropped their coin yet. Yeah, drop a fire in the chat if you know I told y'all that they was getting ready to start talking about Solana and marketing the hell out of Solana.
Yep.
They about to start marketing the hell out of Solana.
Yep. You just said that like maybe a couple weeks ago.
It might have been a couple days. I don't even think it was weeks. Or it might have been, I don't know, Tom. The days start coming together.
The days be bleeding in with each other at this point.
I told y'all to play here. So they're going to keep people out of the utility assets. They don't want people talking about the utility assets until they're at Solana prices, Ethereum prices, Bitcoin prices. They don't want people talking about XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algorand, Quant, Chainlink even, because Chainlink is still fairly cheap. You know what I'm saying? They don't want people talking about those assets. You know what I'm saying? Even though Quant's a little up there, but they don't want people even looking in the utility realm because Quant bringing attention to Quant starts bringing attention to XRP. So yeah. Solana is what they're gonna market. That's what they're gonna market because it's already a little expensive. You're not gonna get a lot of units. You're not gonna get a big return on invest. Not life changing. I mean, unless your bag is like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a sold mad early. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? For people that got in early, cool. I'm talking about the people that's going to come in now. This their first time buying Solana, and they're going to be buying Solana at, since they're about to market it. How much is sold right now? Let me get the exact price of Solana right now.
Like $21, $122. I just looked at it.
It's 123.08. 123.08 right now, according to CoinGecko. According to CoinGecko, sold is 123. So if you're just getting in Solana, you're starting at 123. You're not going to get, you know what I'm saying, unless you got, you know what I'm saying, 50, 60,000. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see like some life-changing money out of this asset. It's already up. You had to catch soul in the crash when they had that crash. And shout out to the people who did. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to keep making money on the way up. But yeah, Solana, they're going to market that. They're going to run with that because that's going to run to 150, 200 real quick. Quick. And but you can make some money. Now, don't get me wrong. All money is good money. So even if you make a couple $100, couple $1,000, have at it for sure. You're gonna definitely make some money. But the long-term play here, what the life-changing gains is, no, they're gonna hide that. They're gonna hide them life-changing gains. They ain't gonna tell y'all about that.
So they mentioned Solana heavily, and of course they mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum, as assets because they was talking about DeFi. They were talking about DeFi and earning rewards, earning Bitcoin and stuff like that. So they was touching on that, but they didn't talk about Stellar, they didn't talk about Ripple, they didn't talk about none of that. They was just like, yeah, Solana, guys, Solana. And I wasn't expecting them to talk about XRP or Ripple or anything like. I wasn't expecting them to talk about it. So, because I already told y'all they're gonna market Solana. They're gonna market Solana on top of whatever else they've been marketing, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, so y'all get ready for that. Y'all get ready for a massive soul push to keep people away from these utility/RWA assets. So, okay, all right. Shout out to Coinbase. So they got tokenization. So they're getting ready to push that tokenization, as we told y'all. Tokenization is that we're moving forward. Tokenization. Then they're bringing over the prediction market. So here we go. Let's get to it. So, all right, we'll go to the next article because as y'all know, we have our call. So for those that's in the DeFi Patreon, that calls in about 30 minutes. So we got to move on. But Visa. So let's talk about Visa real quick. So Solana going to 1K get you about 20. So I don't like doing price predictions, but yeah, if you can afford it, for sure. But yeah, so Visa says $11 trillion is cash signals massive digital opportunity. So Visa says $11 trillion in cash signals a massive digital opportunity. So Visa's 2026 outlook highlights that around $11 trillion in physical cash still circulates globally, and that's fueling huge runway for digital payments growth worldwide. So what Visa is signaling here is even though digital payments are growing fast, mobile wallets up, real-time rail spreading, cash is still deeply entrenched in everyday commerce globally. So especially in informal
economies and markets with limited banking access. So this massive amount of cash hasn't vanished. It simply creates a giant opportunity for digital rails to capture value over time. So according to Visa leadership, 2026 could be the first year when over half of consumer payments worldwide are made with card credentials, a major tipping point in payments evolution. So this matters because Visa's message isn't just about card swipe growth. It's about digitizing the world's money movement and migrating cash flows onto digital programmable rails. So as digital wallets, tokenization, and stablecoin friendly settlement systems expand, the infrastructure that underpins all financial activity is shifting toward blockchain and real-time rails. So this aligns with broader institutional trends like stablecoin settlement adoption, tokenized assets, and 24/7 liquidity networks. So that drive, that drive real world utility, not speculation. So Visa sees the huge pool of unused cash as not a relic of the old world, but as but a target for digital transformation. So that's a clear institutional signal that the payments landscape, and by extension, the crypto or infrastructure landscape, is evolving at scale. So yeah,
Okay.
Visa is seeing a massive opportunity to get all these people on this digital train. So what's gonna happen is merchants are simply just not going to accept cash. That's how they're gonna get the cash off all the people. They're gonna say, hey, yeah, you can get a digital wallet, go put that money on here, you can put it on this card, and then you can put it on your digital wallet, and now you can shop. So they kind of gonna force the cash off of people. That's kind of how they're gonna do it. So
Yeah, I mean, they got that penny about it here. So what's the next step?
Yeah. And y'all got to remember that was a crucial step because now we can't give exact change. So this is 57, 37, 38 cents. We can't give it to you. We ain't got no pennies. You know what I'm saying? Since we ain't making no more. So eventually, they won't be able to give exact change. And so due to that, we're not going to accept cash because I can't give you exact change. So yeah, that's how they're gonna finesse. That's how they're gonna try and avoid the masses from panicking or going doing a bank run or whatever. They even know they're gonna do a bank bail-in anyway, but
I'm honestly surprised. Well, obviously they wasn't ready, but I'm honestly surprised back in 2020. Because remember back in 2020 when it was like, yeah, we're not accepting cash, or some places wasn't accepting cash because they didn't have no cash or they didn't have no change or whatever. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised they didn't try to start it then, for real, be aggressive with it then. But they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for all this shit, I guess.
No, not at all. So let's talk about the CFTC real quick. So we got the CFTC acting chair. Her name is Pam, whatever her name is. She's joining MoonPay as the chief legal and administrative officer.
This was a good find. This was great find because you're talking about old girl Carolyn Pham, because I think we was just talking about her. She's leaving her job soon to go work for MoonPay, fam. She said MoonPay got the bag. So she currently runs the CFTC. She's the acting chair, and now she's going to MoonPay. MoonPay is one of the biggest, if you go to any of these exchanges or what's the Lobster wallet or something like that, and if you need XLM right then and there on the app, MoonPay's right there. MoonPay's right there to be a facilitator for you to get crypto right then and there. MoonPay, they make a shit ton of money off of fees, fam. They really do. So MoonPay is a crypto finance company that they help people and businesses buy and use crypto, and they often through payment style tools, right? So her being the CFTC, is a government agency that helps set the rules and enforce the rules for certain financial markets. So somebody like her swooping her way into an exchange, essentially, right, is telling on where we are going, fam. Why she's taking the job is because she'll become the chief legal officer. So she'll be the person in charge of all the legal stuff. So that means the laws, the compliance, the dealing with regulators, the contracts, the risk, right? And she'll also be the chief administrative officer. So help run the internal operations, how to, the company, how to function type stuff. So she's going from being a referee who helps write and enforce the rules to working with the team and owner inside a company that plays the game. So if I had to do a sports analogy, right? When she's going to start, it's not confirmed yet, And she plans to leave after the new CFTC chair is confirmed. So I guess we got to get a new chair before she's like, all right, I'm over here now. And then the article says that Mike Selig is Trump's pick to lead the agency and has confirmation hearing coming up. But it's until that's finalized, her exact start date is unclear. And why this is a big deal, because it's a revolving door of someone who was leading crypto policy at, a regulator and is joining a crypto company in a very powerful role. So that could be important because she understands how regulators think, what rules are coming, right? And what companies need to stay compliant. So it's like it's kind of like a player getting traded and, telling the new team like, okay, this is their strategy because I just played for this team over here. This is what they're going to do. So this is what you got to be into. There's no rules against this shit. So what did she do at the CFTC? So over the past year, she pushed several crypto-focused actions, including a crypto sprint to help clarify the rules for the industry, withdrawing older guidance about actual delivery of the digital assets because she said it was outdated and overly complex, and she announced that Bitnomial became the first exchange to list regulated approval spot crypto products. And then creating a CEO Innovation Council to strengthen crypto efforts with big names like Polymarket CEO, NASDAQ CEO, and Gemini's Taylor Winklevoss. So,
MoonPay must be getting ready to do something big because to me, she's downgrading her career. How the hell you going to go from the CFTC to MoonPay unless MoonPay about to be a big fucking company?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. The play here, and I'm not saying that to talk shit. I'm saying that because I want y'all. I'm trying to paint the picture here of how early each and every one of us are, because these people know how big these crypto companies are getting ready to be. So for her to go from being the CFTC chairman to wanting to go to MoonPay,
yeah.
Because right now we're just looking at MoonPay like it's MoonPay. Like you leaving the CFTC because right now you're coming from up here to down here.
Well, she's the acting chair, so she ain't the first choice. So she's
So okay, so that makes more sense. I forgot she's the acting chair.
She's the acting chair. So
but still, I'm still thinking they would still have a position for her at the CFTC possibly.
Maybe she getting more power.
Maybe she get
over here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going against it. I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm saying it must be a big play over there at MoonPay for them to be taking her from over there to over there.
Yeah,
it got to be a big play. So this is so yeah. MoonPay must be getting ready to do something big.
They got a shit ton of customers for sure. I don't know how many customers. I'll look that up, but I know they got hella customers. Hell, they got me a couple times. So.
MoonPay, yeah. So they must be getting ready to start marketing the hell out of MoonPay. MoonPay must be getting ready to get involved into some stuff.
Somebody in chat said, "How is that legal?" Ain't no rules against that shit.
I don't think that's nothing illegal that she's doing. She's I don't think it's anything illegal.
If she like, I ain't your first choice, then hey, I'm these people over here first choice. So I ain't mad at her.
Okay. So yeah, we got let's talk about Mastercard real quick. So we got Mastercard and Interchecks partnering to grow account-to-account payments.
Yeah. Now this was a good look too, because Mastercard and fintech called Interchecks are teaming up to make pay directly from your bank account easier and more common. And Ash, didn't we talk about this like 2 years ago? I feel like we talked about this like 2 years ago. So what are account-to-account payments, A2A payments? So A2A is moving money straight from one bank account to another bank account. No card number needed, right? So
yeah, we talked about this before.
Yep. So an example would be like you pay your phone bill by connecting your bank and letting them pull the money out each month, right? So what is pay by bank? So pay by bank is the checkpoint option, where instead of using Visa or MasterCard rails, you choose your bank and pay from your checking account. And then Interchecks has a product called Pay by Bank, and MasterCard has tools that help it make it safer and easier, right? So what is MasterCard's Open Finance doing here? MasterCard's Open Finance is basically a tool and connection that helps companies verify It's really your bank account, reduce the fraud, and make the bank linking process way more smoother. And then in this partnership, they're going to use Mastercard Open Finance verification tools and network reach to just make everything smoother overall. They're doing this because they're trying to make A2A payments more popular because it can solve annoying payment problems. Benefits they call out is going to be fewer failed subscription payments, so less your payment didn't go through, which means less customer churn. This is great. Faster, more flexible account funding, like adding money to an app or an account, and then better recurring bill pay experience. So it's basically like switching from paying from plastic cards to paying direct bank transfer button. It's like just a button that's just gonna be like, yo, just take it from there, but with all the safety checks. So who they're targeting is subscription businesses, banks, neobanks, fintechs, telecoms, and utilities. So Mastercard's own post also mentioned use cases like brokerage funding, subscription payments, and insurance. And then why Intercheck specifically? Because Intercheck started in gaming, but they're now trying to grow beyond other industries. This partnership helps them do that with Mastercard and scale at key. Damn.
Okay. That's going to be a game changer for sure on the account to account scenario.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. So yeah, no more card numbers. I'm not shocked because Apple started that shit. You know, if you got an Apple credit card, you don't have a card number.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. Nah,
that's actually, but it is safer for like fraud purposes because that's how a lot of people do fraud, by getting people's card number and stuff. So they're gonna blame it on safety and to prevent fraud to get people to gravitate to it. So yeah, okay, all right. Shout out to Mastercard being all futuristic and shit. Okay, I see you. I see you. So let's talk about XLM real quick. XLM is coming to Flare. So those in DeFi are very, very excited about this. So we're gonna talk about what this means. So yes, this is from the tweet is coming right from the Flare community. So it is confirmed that XLM is coming to Flare. So Firelight Fi, that's the name of it. Firelight. So this is a DeFi platform that's built on the Flare network. So think of it like a special app that lets people do cool things with their cryptocurrency. So right now, Firelight Fi mainly works with XRP, allowing XRP holders to stake their XRP, which means they can lock it up to earn rewards, get STXRP tokens, like a receipt that represents their staked XRP. And then they can use those tokens and other DeFi apps to earn more rewards. So what is XLM? So y'all know what XLM is. Y'all know XLM is crypto that's on the Stellar network. So what this means for Flare Network and Stellar. So for Flare Network, more users and money. So having XLM on Flare, Firelight Fi brings Stellar users and their money to the Flare ecosystem. And then it's a bigger ecosystem as well. So Flare becomes more important because it can now work with two major cryptocurrencies, XRP and XLM. So, and also more use cases. So developers can build apps that work with both XRP and XLM on Flare. And for Stellar, what's this? For Stellar, so new ways to earn. So XLM holders will be able to stake their coins and earn rewards, like interest in the bank. So more utility. So XLM becomes more useful because it can be used in DeFi apps on Flare. Also a bigger community. So Stellar users get access to all the DeFi tools and apps on Flare. So XLM staking. So just like XRP, this is what could happen is XLM staking. So just like XRP holders can stake their coins on Firelight, soon XLM holders will be able to do the same. So this means you could lock up your XLM and earn rewards over time. And it's also cross-chain magic. So Firelight Fi uses something called F assets to bring XRP to Flare. So they'll likely do something similar for XLM, which means XLM can move between Stellar and Flare networks easily. It's also more DeFi options. So once XLM is on Firelight Fi, developers can create leading platforms where you can borrow or lend XLM, trading pools where you can swap XLM for other tokens, and insurance products that protect your XLM investments. And then also institutional interest. So big companies, that's big. So big companies and banks might get more interested in both Stellar and Flare because they're working together. Also price potential. So if more people use XLM on Firelight 5, demand for XLM could increase, which might help its price. But you remember prices are unpredictable in crypto. But yeah, think of it like this: Firelight 5. Firelight 5 is building a bridge between different cryptocurrency worlds. So right now it connects XRP to the Flare ecosystem, and soon it will connect XLM too. So this makes both networks more powerful because they can share users, money, and technology. So yeah, this is big. This is big.
Yeah.
This is big for XLM.
Yeah. Nah, this is huge. This is huge, fam. Damn. DeFi.
Keep telling y'all DeFi. Y'all better get in DeFi. Y'all gonna hear a lot about DeFi. Y'all gonna hear a lot about tokenization next year. Y'all gonna hear a lot about AI agents. So it's now's the time to be getting yourself together. It's gonna be so much money to make out here. You know what I'm saying? All you needed was the knowledge and the information. Boom, you have that. Execute now. Now it's time to execute. Go ahead and create those multiple streams of income. Because this is what's coming. You get to be ahead of the curve. You get to beat the masses and the institutions. A lot of us already did. We beat the institutions and we beat the masses. So you ain't got no choice but to go up from here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no choice but to win. So let's win. You know what I'm saying? And did I miss anything?
I don't.
Oh, crypto. Did we talk about the the crypto industry leaders? Yeah, they discussed the market structure bill with lawmakers today.
Yeah.
Let me go over that real quick.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So yeah, crypto industry leaders discuss market structure bill with lawmakers. So that happened as well. So crypto leaders rally on Capitol Hill for market structure clarity. So top crypto executives recently met with U.S. lawmakers to discuss a key piece of legislation, of course, known as the crypto market structure bill. So this framework is intended to define how digital assets are regulated and clarify jurisdiction between regulators like the SEC and the CFTC. So who's involved? So it was Coinbase was out there, Chainlink, Kraken, Uniswap, and it was execs from Ripple, Circle, JITO, JITO. And more. So they took part in the meetings with senators, including Tim Scott, Chuck Schumer, and Kirsten Gillibrand, whatever her name is. And the industry voices were pressing for regulatory clarity, especially around DeFi and how digital assets should be treated under U.S. law. I'm going to say this again for those that's not in DeFi. Y'all better get into Patreon. Listen, industry voices were pressing, which means they was pressed. Y'all know what that means. They were pressing for regulatory clarity, especially around DeFi.
Damn, man. Damn.
Okay. So yeah, and how digital assets should be treated under U.S. law. So while the meetings matter, so the market structure bill is basically going to define whether digital assets or are commodities or securities and allocate oversight authority between regulators. So a change that could finally provide clear rules after years of uncertainty. So yeah, more than 100 crypto firms and advocacy groups have urged lawmakers to protect software developers and decentralized services within legislation. I'm saying they can't back the bill unless those protections are included. So yeah, this isn't about price. So it's institutional policy groundwork that could define the legal landscape for crypto for years. But yeah, they got together and talked about that market structure bill, even though we ain't having no more markups this year. So hopefully they get this done in early 2026. I'm thinking they'll have it done sometime in March. I don't. Some people think it's gonna get done in January. I don't think it is. I think they're gonna find some bullshit. They're gonna have to go renegotiate for we have another government shutdown. I think it's gonna be March, April, May, June.
Yeah, I forgot the next government shutdown. Shit.
Yeah, they gotta get that part done. That's why. So we gonna see y'all, because that's why I'm like, whatever Trump getting ready to talk about in a couple hours. I hope I hope he announces something that's gonna so we know that shutdown ain't gonna happen. Who knows? Or he might get up there like he did in Miami a couple months ago and get up there and brag and boast about what he's done. We don't know.
But just look for the hidden messages. Look for the hidden messages, guys. If y'all do watch them talk.
Yeah. Definitely look for the hidden messages. Y'all know why we watching. I'm just trying to see if he's hidden messages and see if he's gonna say something about crypto. I don't give a shit about nothing else. So let's see what's getting, because we know the biggest news in the world is not what they're telling the masses. The biggest news in the world is them getting these payment rails in order, and getting this stuff done so that they can move this money. That's ultimately what these motherfuckers care about, is money and power. How we gonna move these funds? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna make a whole bunch of money and how we moving it.
Yes.
This is the biggest news in the world. The biggest. I don't care what nobody says. This is the biggest news in the world. So yeah, definitely be paying attention. But we gotta go ahead and hop off. For those that's in the DeFi chat, we do got a call in the next 8 minutes. So make sure y'all tap that Zoom link. I believe Cecil put the Zoom link in the Patreon. So make sure y'all go check the chat. But yeah, make sure y'all get in that DeFi Patreon if you haven't already. So that way you're already learning DeFi. So we do step-by-step videos within that Patreon to show people how to what they need to do, how to get into these liquidity pools, how to deploy into them. We just get straight to the point. That's the difference in our platform. We just straight to the point. So it's for people who would rather just be shown how to do something and just execute. And then that's the calls are just for you to ask questions, get clarity on anything. You can also DM or put questions in the chat. Just to, just basically everybody helping everybody. Cecil's very thorough. He's open to helping everybody. He's very, very, very easy to talk to and ask questions to. They'll tell y'all in the chat. So make sure y'all click that link in the bio. It's in the link tree. Make sure y'all join that DeFi Patreon. For those that just want to join the community, we have a community Patreon as well. That one's $12 a month. After New Year's, it won't be $12 no more. I don't know what the price is going to, but it ain't gonna be $12. So yeah, make sure y'all join the BlockNation community before New Year's. So y'all go ahead and get in there as well. And then we do have a class coming up. Trying to help the new people or just help people in general get some clarity on what's taking place in this new financial system. So we are doing a new financial system masterclass, and that class is going to be on the 21st at 6 p.m. So the new financial system masterclass. So it's going to be talking about how money and payments are evolving on the blockchain. So you'll be learning about that and just the different assets that we always talk about and how important it is for you to be holding those. Kurt got a couple clips and a couple videos that he's going to share that he had in the archives that a lot of people don't have access to. So Kurt sent some stuff over also to tag along in that class. So make sure y'all, get in that class on the 21st as well for those that need clarity, because I don't want y'all selling. I need y'all to understand the magnitude of what you're holding, because you're holding pure gold. You literally get to act as a bank. You're holding assets that the banks need. Like, I need y'all to understand that y'all are holding assets that the banks are getting ready to buy up just to make sure the masses don't hold these assets. But you have them already because you beat the banks. Because you beat the institutions. So don't take that lightly that you got into some assets before institutions did. You know what I'm saying? So with a DeFi Patreon price change as well. Not yet. Not yet, but I would catch that. I would get grandfathered into that $50 price. Because next year, all I know is DeFi going mainstream next year. And so when demand picks up, the price will change. I will say that, because then we're gonna have to, y'all know that's just how business goes. Demand picks up, more people come in, you gotta hire more people. It's just more, it's more money.
Work. It's more work. So so I would catch it now while it's light. You can ask as many questions as you want to. These calls, you know what I'm saying? I would catch it now. That way, before we get bombarded, I would catch it now. That way, when that does happen, you already done got, you know what I'm saying? You done got your education. You good. You feel me? So, but yeah, other than that, y'all, we'll be back on tomorrow. Today was a great day for news. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button on YouTube on the way out if you ain't hit that like button yet. We appreciate y'all tapping in over here on TikTok. Shout out to y'all. Y'all ain't do that good on the likes, but y'all did 33. 50K.
Yeah, we ain't get the 50K, but it's all good. We appreciate y'all tapping in, because we know this live was a little shorter, but we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, and we'll be back on tomorrow. But yeah, everything is in the bio. So for those that want to also donate to the raffle, the link for that's in the bio as well. So don't forget about that raffle that we have going on, because that raffle ends on the 22nd. That raffle ends on the 22nd. So yeah, that raffle is gonna have 5 winners. So each one's gonna get lifetime access to our community Patreon. You'll get 1 month free in the DeFi Patreon, and then you'll get free access to our classes and workshops all 2026. So make sure y'all tap into that raffle. We picking 5 winners, and this time we're gonna draw the name. We're gonna draw the numbers out of a hat. So yeah, if you however many raffle tickets you get, then your number gets put in there that many times. So make sure y'all tap in on the raffle so you can get a chance to get some free stuff through BlockNation.
Yep.
It's that. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.